Can you tell me the importance of a development like this for downtown Elmira and for smaller cities like this across the state that are getting similar developments?
I am delighted to be back in Elmira because it is programs like this, the Downtown Revitalization Initiative, where there's a competition. Over 100 communities competed for a share of $100 million, and Elmira was one of our very first winners back in 2016. And so now, 3 years later, we're able to come back and not just talk about projects that are on the books or talked about or dreams, we're talking about reality. Today we're opening up a 51-unit apartment building, already occupied, people love it, commercial space downtown, but this is just the beginning. And I know I'll be back here many more times to help this rebirth of Elmira and communities like Elmira all over the state of New York with the money that's now coming from our administration. It's a game changer. You talk to the people who've lived here all their lives, there's an energy and excitement, a sense of optimism about the future that was not here in the past. We're drawing millennials downtown, empty nesters. People now want to live, work, and play in the same community and not have commutes and live out in the country and the suburbs anymore. There's been a transformation, and Elmira is helping lead that edge.
As someone who is from upstate New York, and you said during was that a press conference? We'll call that a press conference. You said that you're from upstate New York and have seen communities decline and then rebuild. What does that mean to you personally, seeing communities like this start that rebuild process?
That's a great question, because this is a huge point of pride for someone like myself. My family started in the shadow of the Bethlehem Steel Plant in Western New York. That's a place where 20,000 families or individuals worked and could raise a family, middle-class families. And when factory jobs left, retail left, malls shuttered, it was just decimating for places like Buffalo and other areas of upstate like Elmira. So people talk about what used to be on this corner here in downtown Elmira. There used to be, clothing stores and five and dimes and places people just grew accustomed to shopping. And when they all left, it hurts the psychology of a community. And now to see that the psychological attitude is much more positive, people are feeling good about the future. I didn't know if I'd live long enough to see that in my lifetime, because it was a long time coming, but our administration is prioritizing downtowns like Elmira, giving them the one-time boost to reimagine their future and chart their destiny with stakeholders from the community, from the business community, from residents here. Let them have a say in what their community will look like, and before long you're going to see incredible results.
And next two questions are slightly off topic. Can you speak on the recent, as of yesterday, the flavored e-cigarette ban that has come out of the governor's office?
I don't think people realize how detrimental these cigarettes are to the health of children. The numbers are starting to come out. The number of individuals who've now died, those who have serious respiratory illnesses. There is a cataclysmic effect here, and we want to stop it before it gets any worse. The governor is the first state, made sure that New York was the first state in the nation to ban flavored cigarettes that are directly created and targeted and marketed toward children who should not be inhaling these toxic vapors, and starting them on a sense of a lifetime of addiction that could start as early as middle school. 5% of middle school kids have now said they're vaping, 25% of high school kids, and this could just be the beginning. We have to stop it now.
And Governor Cuomo has backed down on the license plate, on the new license plate idea. Do you know why?
I think basically all we were trying to do with the recommendation that there be a replacement license plate is that we realize that technology is important. In order for license plate readers to work, the license plates have to be in good working condition and be clear. The lifespan of a license plate is usually about a decade. But we realized after listening to the public that many of the license plates that are 11 years old are still in fine shape. They can be read, but we're going to make sure that every car on the road has a car that has a license plate that is readable, whether it's for cashless tolling, whether it's the red light readers to catch speeders in areas like school zones. So it's important that we understand why it was first initiated, but if your license plate is working just fine, you don't need to worry about it.
And is there anything that we've talked about that you want to add, anything else to?
I think we're good. Thank you.
All right, thank you
Thanks,
so
Rob.
much.
All right, thank you.